Welcome to the Quick Stop F1 podcast. My name is Nasha. You could have been anywhere in the world. You're here with us. We appreciate that. Joining me at Zephyr is my co-host and co-founder. She is the most said this so many times. She is the most moisturized F1 content creator. She is an F1 journalist now. She's a music journalist doing profiles on some of the biggest stars in hip-hop. She is the one, the only, Tandy Sabanda. How's it going?
I also have really good Wi-Fi, you guys. On top of that, great 5G.
Oh, the best.
Fantastic
Top
signal
notch.
wherever I go, mate. Absolute fantastic signal.
You are literally broadcasting at such a high you're like the high frequency stuff that whoever that person was talking about, like low vibrational plates. You're like a high vibrational plate right now.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you every single day.
Thank you. Hi guys.
I love it.
How's everyone been? We haven't done this in a while.
I've been good. We haven't. And how are you? Basically, we haven't done this for over about 2 months now. 2.5 months. We haven't done this for. So how are you? How's it going? How's your winter been? Been up to much?
Yeah, I didn't go on holiday. I wish I'd have gone on holiday. What else did I do? I didn't do a lot. Hung out with friends from out of town, did some music writing. I've actually vowed to write something every month, so that is where I'm at.
Nice.
Been spoiling myself, self-love. Yeah.
I love that. I love that for you.
Thanks.
That's so lovely.
Thanks.
I'm happy for you.
Thanks.
That's okay.
And I also
don't say thanks like that.
No, thanks. I also joined TikTok as well.
Oh.
Follow my TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll obviously be posting.
Picking up where you left off. I love it.
And I'll obviously be posting on the Quick Stop F1 TikTok as well. So make sure you follow us.
Yeah. Yeah, no, please do. My winter was great, thanks for asking. I had a lovely holiday.
No, I already knew what you did. So
Yeah, no. The good thing with this premise of a podcast is actually it's more than me and you. There's people listening to this who might not know that I was on holiday in South Africa. So, as much as they might not know that you are wanting to write 3 articles a month, we're sharing with everyone at home. And so, yeah, no, my winter was great. I'm glad to be back. You know what? Yeah, I need routine. Without routine, I am a mess. And I realized that without the F1 season and the routine of knowing what to make, when to make it, sitting in my office, being a hermit, I am honestly lost. So I'm just very grateful to be back here talking to you on a regular basis because it makes my life better.
You know what? There was this thing on Twitter the other day where someone was like, if you don't achieve your dream job, what would you do? And honestly, you guys, I think Quick Stop's my dream job. I think music writing combination, I think complete remote working is my goal. And if not, as I said on the tweet, I would literally just live like the grandparents from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, in bed until the golden ticket comes.
Them man are chilling. I always wondered about that. How did that not affect the parents' marriage? Do you know what I mean? Do you reckon they had Charlie, then the parents come in, and then obviously they could have no more kids.
Yeah.
And they're poor.
Yeah.
There's already money issues.
Yeah.
And then you've got your grandparents just chilling at home, not looking for a job.
Yeah.
They're not even injured.
They're not.
I don't know. They're just chilling in your yard.
They're hungry, and you've gone and picked scrappings from the butchers. But granddad likes a leg, and grandma likes a wing. And what are you stuck with now? A shoulder. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe a bit of breast.
Bit
dry,
of breast.
Dry
yeah.
breast.
Yeah, I don't like the breast.
Not for me.
I'm a wing gal.
No, me neither. I am a thigh person. So, look, if you're still here, thank you for watching. Make sure you like this video because we're going to be making so much cool content on the channel. Make sure you're subscribing to us. We're trying to get to 3K. That's the next target, 3K. We're only like a couple hundred away from it. So make sure you subscribe to us. And if you like the merch that we put out, head over to quickstopf1.com where you can get the best F1 streetwear inspired merchandise. We've got some announcements. We've been hoarding announcements. Do that again.
Announcements.
Oh, I love it. Oh my God, that is so official. We're so official.
So cool.
No. So look, the first announcement is that I'm proud to announce that after 2 years and so much hard work behind the scenes and blood, sweat and tears building it from the ground up, Tandy has decided to take Quick Stop F1 seriously this year. Let's give her a round of applause. Let's give her a round of applause. She came to me and she said, this year I'm taking it seriously. And I said, wow. I'm so lucky.
What?
Tandy, tell the people that you're taking it seriously this year.
Guys, I never said I was taking it seriously. I was having this euphoric moment while I was in bed and I was texting Yasha and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't like this. I can't say said names because certain things people be watching, but I said I don't like this and this and this and this. And I just feel my main focus for this year, which it's always been, like, I'm not a neglectful mother. Do you know what I mean? I had to go out and grind.
No.
I had to find myself before I became a parent, and I wasn't ready to be a parent. Yasha was ready to be a parent, so we were co-parenting. And I've now asked the judge, please, could I have the child on other days other than Sundays? I'm not trying to move like Black China, you know. I'm actually trying to be there for my child. So.
Right, no, look, we welcome you. Welcome home, Tandy.
Thank
we
you.
Really, the kids love having you around. Honestly, they love having you around. No, but for real, we're really excited for this year. And one reason we're really excited for this year is that we're really proud to announce that as of this year, we have been signed to the Blue Wire Podcast Network, which means that we are going to be on a podcast network with loads of other incredible podcasts and gang. Shout out to the other F1 podcasts on there, Red Flags Podcast. We see you, congrats. And we are, we're podcasts. I actually said that. I said to them the other day, I was like, oh, we're label mates. And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, oh, we're on Blue One. I was like, oh, they told us about you, but they kept us quiet. Like, for me, like, oh yeah, we're gonna sign you, just you. And I was like, oh, it's actually these guys as well. So no, big up Red Flags Podcast. So look, for you guys, that doesn't change anything. For us, it means that we get more help with the advertising side of things, which is incredible. But that means there might be an extra ad on the podcasts, and that's going to help us, make money out of this thing. And with that, we put that into our merch, we put that into the live shows, which we'll talk about in a second. But if you don't like adverts, if you cannot stand those pesky adverts popping up on YouTube, popping up on Spotify, then we're also proud to announce, second announcement, that we are starting a Patreon. We're starting a Patreon. And I think that deserves a gunshot. Don't piss me off. Have some of that. Yeah, we're going to start a Patreon. We're starting a Patreon starting from this weekend. If you're listening now when this is coming out, the Patreon will be out on Saturday of the Bahrain Race Grand Prix. And what that means is just more Quick Stop. There's going to be different tiers. There's going to be a $2.99 tier, and that's going to have an ad-free version of the video and the podcast. There's a $7.99 tier, and that's going to have extra episodes. So all of that stuff you saw us doing on Twitch, or trying to do on Twitch, interviews, watch along, stuff like that, that's going to be on the Patreon. And we have a £25 tier, which is a lot. It's a lot higher. You don't have to get that, but what is on there is every 3 months you'll be sent an exclusive piece of merch. And yeah, you don't have to sign up to the Patreon, but if you do, you're supporting us, and there's loads of cool stuff on there. There's a Discord server for all Patreons. You'll get advanced pre-sale links for Quick Stop Live, advanced sale links for, yeah, right. And let me tell you now, Quick Stop Live sold out in 4.5 hours last time. Patreon members might take it all. Like, if there's a pre-sale, they might sell out purely off the Patreon. So I would say it's wise to sign up to that. Pre-sale links for upcoming merch designs, and look, I let Tandy tease what we've got with merch coming up, because we've got some really dope stuff coming up. She's so excited. She called me on a Sunday night berating me that this merch wasn't ready yet. So that's coming out, and there's just going to be loads of exclusive stuff for you, and we're really excited to share this with you. And a lot of people have asked for it, and I didn't want to do it before. Do you know why, Tandy? I didn't want to do a Patreon.
Sorry, just to slide back to the merch. This merch has been in our heads since July of last year, about ish. Yeah. It first landed. The seed was first planted, and we had a vision, and it was always delayed last year. So it's kind of been just brewing with us. This is possibly my favorite after the Lewis Hamilton teas, the goated teas. And I just want you all to know, when we bring this out, nobody else is doing it. This specific match, no one else is doing it. So when you see them doing it, just know where they got it from. But, you know, I'm just going to leave, like, numbers don't lie, check the scoreboard. But, oh my God, I cannot wait. And spring's come in, so it's perfect for, like, spring and summer as well. Very, very sick design.
It is. Mm-hmm. It is. This is not a drop shipping merch. This is not us sticking our logo on something. This is not us graphic designing something. We have literally from scratch created something incredible for any F1 fan, and we're so excited to share that with you. The next Quick Stop Live will be very exciting. The next Quick Stop Live will be in May-ish.
The boys are here.
The venue
I'm joking. He's not
at.
lying. He's not lying.
What are you saying? You see you, yeah. Don't worry about it. No, May-ish. So we're just finalising the venue now, and there's been some really good talks on advancing the menu. And again, it's going to be like nothing anyone in F1 has ever done before, and we just want to. This is what it's about. We want to repay you guys, and the reason why I didn't want to do a Patreon is because your support is enough. The way you guys retweet us, the way you guys support us, the way you guys ride for us, defend us when we're getting battered by people, message us all the lovely stuff. Like, we really feel like your love, and I was like, that's enough. But I think a lot of you will ask for a Patreon, and that will allow us to do so much more and to invest it back and to really, I think, be the market leader in F1 fan experiences, whether that's physical things or events. And so when you see it, if you want to sign up, feel free to sign up. We will leave a link in the bio when it's ready. I think that's the announcement.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
No.
Big announcement.
Oh.
Oh, no?
No.
No? I don't think there is. So yeah, that's the announcements. We're going to be making all kinds of content this year. So I think for us, it's, you know, obviously you've seen the stuff we've done already, but that's nothing compared to what you'll be seeing. So yeah, thanks. And we're back. I'm so happy. Oh, what I wanted to say was, Tandy, last year.
Gosh, I will never get sick of jumping every time this man says Tandy. Anyway, continue.
You need to deal with that in yourself. You need to find out. Do you know what I mean? You need maybe go therapy. You need to. Why is someone saying your name making you jump? What's happened in your life?
Do you know what I mean?
For someone who loves you saying your name to make you jump, that's not normal. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying, and I'm saying that with love.
Okay.
Like, that's like, I love you, Tandy. So you know. Anyway.
Go forth.
Tandy. I cannot remember what I was going to say to you. Oh, we were on Twitch last year, and we didn't finish it. That contract got cut short by us because we realised that 20 hours a month of extra work was a lot, unfortunately. And some of us got burnt out, which is why we had to take an extra long break. Some of us
had to go back to Africa for spiritual healing. Some of us had to...
I literally had to go back.
Spiritual...
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. At one point, Yasha wanted to dye his hair blonde. It was hectic. I
did. That wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah, that was literally last week.
But that was last week. But you know what? South Africa healed me.
I'm so glad. But guys, I'd also like to note that Yasha said, "Oh, I'm going to South Africa on this day," and I said, "Cool. Make sure you bring me back biltong and wine." He was like, "Yeah, of course." Like 100%. We're still yet to see that biltong and wine. Anyway,
full disclosure, I didn't see Eve long enough, and it was just I was staring at it, and I went to town on that. Oh, it was so good. But don't worry, my dad's going to South Africa. He's going to bring some back for you, especially.
Love.
So we did Twitch. So I'm trying to set up the next part because Twitch didn't go well. But what came out of it was that we were able to build a team.
A team!
Right? Like, I was doing a team. I was doing Twitch. I was there typing away. And then someone was like, "Hey, do you need... like help? You look like you need help." And I said, I need help. I need help. And since then, this person has come into our lives, and I'm so happy. I was like, we have to have him as our first guest of the season. So, our first guest of the season is the man behind all the good ideas at Quick Stop, and just a generally lovely guy. It's Mario Perez, a.k.a. Producer Mario! Yay! How you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy to be here. Thank you.
That's crazy. It's crazy
I
you
can't
can
get
do
that. I can't get that.
Crazy you can do that, but I can't say Tandy. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Mario, how you doing? You look so splendid in your goat tee. You look so good.
You look so
this whole thing? You mean this whole thing?
This whole thing?
I can't remember where I got this. I can't remember.
Yo, do you not, Mario?
Was it Quick Stop
there was actually a time when Nyasha's friend took his t-shirt to a event and it was robbed in the cloakroom. So we're still trying to find the culprit. If you ever see somebody just being like, "Oh, I don't know where I even got this t-shirt from."
Yeah. That's the thing. If you ask someone where they got the t-shirt and they're like, oh, I don't know, eBay, I got it off Etsy, or what, do you know what I mean? Then you know there are teeth. There are teeth. You know what? That deserves this one. The ghetto.
The ghetto.
The ghetto. You're stealing from a cloakroom. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
You know what?
Anyway,
with the merch,
Mario,
though, I'll tell you.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you literally like all through December, the amount of people who would text me like, yo, where's my jumper? My mum, like, come on, get your money up, not your funny up. I work for mines.
No free clout.
No free clout, boy.
I just want to say.
I had one man phoning me. One man phoning me. Trust me, I had one man phoning me at 3 a.m. chatting about, oh, how come I haven't been sent a jumper? I'm wearing it. I like an extra large fit. Did you pay? No. My own mum can't get one.
Was that
you can get one.
No, your man who rang him saying that, or just a random
It
man?
was my man. It was my man. Yeah, it was my man. my man.
So Mario, look, Mario, you are the producer. So, I guess, how did you come about messaging us, and what was it about us that made you think that you wanted to work with two of the biggest idiots in the sport and dedicate your time to helping us make content?
Okay. The first thing I'm going to do as a guest on this for the first time is ignore your question.
Nice. There you go.
Before I'm like comfortable roasting every take that Nyasha brings, before I'm like comfortable taking Tandy's side every argument, I just want to say thank you to you guys. It's really cool that you gave me the opportunity to be here, and hopefully it'll be the first of many. And I still can't believe, like, I was literally a fan of the other day, and then now that I've been nice, I can say that, man, Nyasha, you look so lost on Twitch. you looked. I just wanted you to succeed. I just wanted you to succeed, man. But like, it was so bad.
Twitch nights, like, sometimes I'd be like, I'd get in from a night out, or like I'd get in from like an event or work or whatever, and I'd be like, let me just go check in on Nyasha. And you'd see him just so drained looking.
I was like, look,
he looks so disheveled.
It's like the easiest help you can give.
Like, in the politest way possible.
I can definitely help that. Like,
yeah, like, the boy looked tired. He looked overworked. I was thinking, has he taken a shower today? Like, has he left the computer? Has he used the toilet? Has he had a toilet break? I just did not like what it was doing to the CEO. Like, it wasn't great. It was not great. It wasn't Elon Musk. It wasn't It wasn't Elon Musk sort of stuff. It was.
I'm Steve Jobs.
Dodgy car
I'm Walt
dealer.
Disney. I'm Vincent Van Gogh.
Now you're Vincent Van Gogh.
I am. I'm Virgil. No, sorry, Mario. I did look lost. Man, let me tell you, yeah. I have ideas, and I work best when I have an idea and I'm able to execute it. And a lot of the time, I have like a threshold of like, I don't know, I can execute it, and then if it's like a degree of difficulty higher than what I'm capable of, the capability just goes like in the toilet. And I was just on Twitch trying to use OBS. I'm trying to get the overlays going. There was like half an hour sections where I'm like, is my mic working on this part? Can you hear me? It was bad. And I remember you saying like, yo, if you need like some help. And I remember at the time thinking, bro, I don't need any fucking help. And I didn't message you.
Nah, not you. Not you, no way, no way.
You don't know who I am.
Fucking hell.
You don't fucking help. And then you messaged again when I was struggling. You're like, I can help you. And you helped, and I'm really appreciative of it, and we appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect it to
like
get me here.
Tandy,
and then he was like to me, so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Mario. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Mario likes when I chat anyway, please. I just wanted to reiterate that even Mario helped me with Tandy Talks, and that was so nice. Like, it was my first time on live, and I literally just had Mario in my ear the whole time. He'd be like, look at the numbers, and he'd be like, wait, Tandy, he'd be like, Tandy, you look great in this angle, just give them a smile real quick. And it was so good. We had commercial breaks and everything. And even though like Twitch didn't work out, we literally just gained this fabulous person who is Mario. So I'm grateful for that. Yeah.
Very grateful.
Thank you guys so much. I'm grateful.
And in the background, we've got Chris as well, who's our editor. Everyone's like, the YouTube looks incredible. The shorts are incredible. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you now, it is not me. That has got nothing to do with me. That is all Chris. Chris, just say a quick hello. You don't have to show your face. Just say a quick hello. Hi. We'll wait for him to come and say hello. So I'm going to carry on.
Yeah.
And we'll wait for him because he's got to come back on. He's actually, but look, he's there. Here he is.
You probably can't hear me, but hello.
Oh, they probably can't hear you, but hello. But I can hear you. If they can hear you, hi. Chris, we appreciate you.
They probably can't hear me, but I said hello.
Hey, I'm Chris. Got a really laid back manner.
You gotta love. Thank you for your help, but let me roast you.
Yeah, no, that's a quick subway. But look, guys, this is the team. If you see any improvements in the way that we do things, if you see how things have kind of gone up a level, and if you see us being able to take on more stuff, it's because of these two. So thank you very much, guys. But look, it's not about us lot having a quick circle jerk about how much we love each other. The return of F1 is here. The season is back. I'm going to shout in your ear. If you don't like it, Tandy, turn it down. Don't turn me down. I'm turning up. Don't piss me off.
Circle jerk is disgusting. Circle jerk is unacceptable. I'm so sorry.
That is
unacceptable.
Phrase. That's a phrase. It's like me saying we're all cocksure. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a fact. But it doesn't mean I'm sure about my dick. That just means I'm confident. There's words that involve genitalia. It doesn't mean, do you know what I mean? Get your mind out of the gutter. Get in the clouds. High vibrations. Tandy, the season's about to start. How are you feeling? Let's just get into it. Testing just happened. We've watched it. Tandy, as a percentage, from 0% being none of it, 100% being all of it, how many minutes of the 3 days of testing did you watch?
Drum roll, please.
Oh, not that one.
None of it.
Wow. Wow. Good. That's good.
I wish you would have let me bet before that.
Like,
I feel like I would have gotten it.
You don't watch testing. Don't want to see like the cars in the season, view an opinion, and I like that. Though. A lot of people. Why don't you watch testing? Because a lot of people don't watch testing. So why don't you watch it?
Because I don't think it's an accurate prediction of what's ahead for the year. People like to take testing and take it as God's honest truth. Last time testing, we said Magnussen was going to be this top 3 driver. Come on now, Chelsea. Come on now, Chelsea. Come on now.
Wow. I mean, look, you're not wrong. I've seen a lot of opinions from people on testing that I just, it's testing. In the words of Alan Everson, like, we're talking about practice right now. Like, practice. This practice. Like, there's not. It's not.
Did you just say Everson?
Everson. I thought it was Iverson. Come on now.
I thought it was Iverson.
I'm new to basketball. I never got into basketball. Like,
this is why I was so nice at the beginning, so that I can feel comfortable correcting you when you say Iverson.
You know, but I get it. Sorry to our American
Sometimes
friends. Sorry to
when
Alan
I have
Iverson.
my cornrows in, my man tells me I look like AI.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's good. That's crazy. Mario,
Nyasha, has your significant other ever said you look like AI?
well, you know that's a touchy subject because
In the past, not current or past. Current or past.
No. Look, I am not single, so that's fine.
I derailed this.
Has my significant other? No, sorry, I had to listen to that question. That's fucking dumb. No, my significant other hasn't described me as AI. I understand why they would say that though, because I think you've just got very clear skin, and you look like. I get it. Well, I get what they say. You're just very defined and clear in your like face. You got a very like unique and individual face. Striking. Beautiful, by the way. I'll underscore that with in case you thought I was just calling you weird ET looking nigga. So
they both care equal amounts about practice.
yeah, they do. They do. Mario, did you watch testing?
Yes, I did. I'm a sicko
Yeah, no,
like that.
me too. If I was to ask you what's your one headline from testing? So, like, if you had to, like, say one not prediction, but one kind of, like, main takeaway from testing that we saw in Bahrain last week, like, what would it be for you?
Yeah, to be honest, the most out, like, really clear, kind of surprising thing was McLaren.
Okay.
I think that it is testing. I'm not saying that's going to bring out, any conclusions out of this, but I was still surprised at how bad McLaren did. Like, they were limited to how many laps they could do just because the car wasn't there, and they didn't get better on those 3 days. Oscar was out of the rookies, Oscar was the least laps completed because of the car stuff. So it just seems like they had kind of everything go wrong during pre-testing. Yeah. So it doesn't look good for Bahrain.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. I mean, yeah, McLaren look awful, and we will see whether they're able to kind of take any steps forward. And for Lando Norris, one of your favourites, Tandy, that death row contract is looking more death rowy every single day.
360.
Yo. Zach Brown's got his hands in Lando's touring, in his merch, in his PA shows, in his pockets. Zach Brown's holding Lando Norris upside down and shaking out his lunch money. Like, do you know what I mean? Not looking good for your boy, no?
Jacking his chain. That's my chain.
Yeah.
My grandma got me that chain. That's my chain.
I can't wait to clip that. So, no, it's mad. It really is mad for McLaren. But instead of us, look, what would an F1 platform be if we didn't go by what we saw in testing, talk about how it's all insignificant, but then turn around and make some wild predictions for content?
Yes,
so that's what we're going to do now. So look, guys, I'm going to ask you to a series of like your predictions based on like a couple of a few categories that we've got here, and hopefully you will be able to give me your choices. So Mario, as the guest, I'm going to start with, we just spoke about them now, and I think it's a pretty good subject. So we've got 3 rookies on the grid this year. We have Logan Sargent, American, at Williams, who's come through their academy. We have Nick De Vries, who obviously some would say, is he a rookie? He was at Monza last year, which was probably the drive that secured his future. You know, this guy is a Formula E champion, Formula 2 champion, Formula 3 champion. He's 27 years old, but this is his first full season on the grid at the AlphaTauri, despite coming through the Mercedes program. And we also have, as mentioned, Oscar Piastri, the guy who caused all the drama last year when he sent probably, I don't think there's been a more iconic tweet in F1 history than his tweet saying, hold on, I don't know what contract you guys are talking about. I have not signed for Alpine. I will not be racing for them. And then he's gone to McLaren, and obviously a lot of pressure on him now, because if he doesn't perform, who knows? So, Mario, out of those three rookies, who do you think is going to be the best one? Or no, sorry, who do you think, this isn't in points, this is just in like, who is going to be the most impressive rookie, I guess, in their team and in the championship in general?
Can I rank them, or do I have to just?
I need one, because we're going to come back to this at the end of the season.
Okay. I think the driver that Moses is going to impress, and if the word is impress, then I think it's Logan Sargent.
Oh, is this like American bias right now? Is this what's happening? No,
absolutely not. And I hate saying that. It's just because you use the word impress, and because of Logan Sargent's situation, because you just said Oscar developed those Twitter fingers. Now everybody, the moment, like every single thing he does wrong, it's, oh, he shouldn't have sent that tweet. And it's like, I think Nick, is he a rookie? And then Logan, nobody cares. Logan is just like, it's so nice to have an American here. Let's have all American marketing.
Cool. So you're saying that the bar is low.
Exactly. To impress, the bar is lowest for Logan. So he can, like, if he does what he needs to do, people will say it's impressive. And I think he was 6th in Formula 2. So he's not even like, you know, it's not like the number 1 overall rookie is also start like in F1. So I think his situation is really comfortable to be able to impress.
No, I understand that. I do understand that. He is a race winner in F2 though, so you know he has got the capabilities to go and win a race, and obviously that's not going to happen in the car he's in unless something ridiculous happens. But you never know. Wilder things have happened. Look at Pastor Maldonado. He won in a Williams, albeit a much faster Williams than, relatively to the rest of the grid, than the one Logan is in. Thank you, Mario. Tandy, out of those three,
yeah, sure.
Did you like how I said your name
Nick
that
De
time?
Vries.
That was Nick. Go. Why?
Yeah. Wait, sorry. Is this the person who I think is going to do the best?
Yeah, the person who is going to be, at the end of the season, we're going to say they had the best season. I'm not saying just points, but maybe they'll have like the most consistent kind of like season, or they might get like a sneaky podium or like a great points finish where they weren't expected. Like, who's going to, at the end of the season, we'll look back and be like, you know what, they had a great first season in F1.
Oscar Piastri.
Ooh.
That's a take. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us why.
Oscar Piastri. I think with Lando Norris being his teammate, I think there's already rivalry there. Lando's not really a guy who plays as teammates. He's always a guy who plays as we are versus. So that's got to be quite entertaining. He's in a fairly fast car, to be honest, as a rookie. And I swear Oscar Piastri was doing absolute wonders in F2.
He was. He is the last person to have won F3 and F2 in their debut years. I think the last person before that, I want to say Charles and George.
There you go.
But I could be wrong. I could be wrong in that. And I know George did. I'm not sure Charles did. But yeah, that is... Sorry, Mario.
Oscar's a great pick. The only reason that I'm skeptical is is the team, not the driver.
Yeah, that McLaren looks
I see where you're coming from.
absolutely dog shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nyasha, I'm gonna ask you a question now. Who do you think? So the only rookie I think we haven't chosen, or we haven't, I think, is Nick DeVries. So I have a question for you. Who has more points at the end of the season, Nick DeVries or is it Yuki?
See how you just sneak your... You're not slick, mate.
I don't want to answer that question, so I gave it to you.
So look, my pick was going to be Nick anyway, so I'm glad that it was left open. I think he's going to have a great season. I think it is... Oh, man, I love Yuki Tsunoda so much. And I think people forget in F2, which when he was in Schumacher's year, Yuki in the second half of the season was the form person. Like, he was pulling drives out of everywhere. His overtaking was great. His speed was incredible. Obviously, when he came in and he, got points in Bahrain in his first season, like, Yuki is an incredibly talented driver. Do I think that AlphaTauri or the Red Bull program is the right kind of space for him to flourish? Probably not.
That's a good point.
I do think you're already hearing whispers out of AlphaTauri about how Nick DeVries is the one doing all the setups and taking the team in a direction they need to go. They never had feedback like this, which kind of makes you think about whatever Pierre Gasly was doing last season. But it's not often that I would say a rookie will come in and would outscore their teammate who's had 2 seasons, but I'm pretty confident that Nick is going to outscore Yuki Tsunoda next season. I'm probably... There's not that many things I'm confident about more than Nick is going to absolutely dust Yuki next year or this season.
Can I make you feel comfortable with your decision? Yuki scored 12 points last season.
I mean, look, that car wasn't great, and I don't think it's great this year. I think if testing's anything to go by, you've got Williams, McLaren, Haas, AlphaTauri. So I don't, they're in the bottom 4 teams, so I think points are going to be hard to come by anyway. Who do I think is going to be able to pull a drive out the bag like in Monza when Nick got a point with Williams? I think it's going to be Nick. So, and if that happens, yeah.
Tandy, what do you think about Yuki being able to be like a team leader? Is that going to be like a 50-50 thing, or do you think it's going to be like...
So
Yuki
obviously now that
leader?
we're actually having this conversation, it's actually made me think, is Yuki going to be the main driver in this thing? Like, is he going to be...
Do you think he has that energy?
No, unfortunately not. I don't. But like when I went to... They actually asked this question when we went to Aldis and Tomo's event at the F1 arcade. Make sure you check out my TikTok for details. And...
Nice.
A lot of people in the room basically said this is gonna be Yuki Tsunoda's last year, and that really hurt my heart. Like, why are you people talking about my son like this? This is really uncomfortable for me. In terms for Yuki Tsunoda, I honestly think give me till the summer break to decide whether I am abandoning ship with the Tsunoda tsunami. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Do you think this is his last season with AlphaTauri if he doesn't?
I don't want to say that.
What do you think? Is it like beating? How important do you think it is to be close or to beat Nick this season?
It's very important because he's got 2 years ahead of Nick, as they did say. And Nick DeVries is this like wonder boy who's been brought into Formula One, just like Yuki. Yuki was fresh meat at one point. Yuki was the Wagyu steak at one point. And now he's Tesco value.
Why Wagyu? Why Wagyu?
Is that not a good brand of steak? I don't know.
No, it is very
There
expensive.
you go.
Yes.
Right, so that was the debut people, also known as rookies in Formula One. And I've got your pick, Mario. So your pick was Logan for having a low ceiling. Tandy, your pick was Oscar because you think that he's going to fight fair with Lando, who doesn't like people coming into his house. Ask Daniel Ricciardo. And I've gone with Nick because of his pedigree. And in answer to your question, I do believe that he is going to beat Yuki. So, next one on the list, we have... I'm going to go... We just talked about teammates. So, this question here, saucy question. Which teammates will have a better relationship at the end of the season? Alonso and Stroll or Gasly and Ocon? Tandy, I'll go to you first.
I think Pierre seems like someone that's quite easy to get on with. I feel like Ocon seems like he's someone who's quite easy to get on with. They both respectfully, you know when like, okay, so I feel like in the animal world, in the animal kingdom, an antelope begins to run and then it gets chased by a lion. And there's a point when the lion grabs its first, like a part of its body and you just see it accept defeat. I feel that is Pierre and Ocon. They are willing to accept defeat. When you've got a lion biting into your shoulder, when you've got a lion biting into your shoulder, you're accepting I'm an antelope. Does that make sense?
So who in this situation is are they both antelopes?
Antelopes, yeah, they're both antelopes.
So in this situation, what or who is the lion? Like
the FIA.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Obviously.
the pressure of the FIA and F1 and their careers are going to get these two French lovely lads so down that they're not even going to bother fighting with each other. They're just going to accept the situation. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Whereas
so in answer to the question...
Whereas Alonso and Sir Lance Stroll, I think Lance is just, and his dad are just super excited to see Lance just racing alongside this hero. You know, it's great for the pictures. It's great for the memory book. The room of, you know, young Stroll meeting all his heroes. And just, this is honestly, I still believe for Stroll, it literally is an experience day for him. Like, my dad bought me tickets to Formula One, but his is like my dad actually bought me a team. I got a car and I got to race next to all different legends that my dad organizes. And as I said, Alonso just wants something that's going to feed his ego. So I think in terms of synergy, the two antelopes, except, you know, I can be made into antelope brew wars. I can be made into antelope biltong. Whereas Alonso's like, wait a minute.
Right.
I'm a hippo. He's an antelope. I'm a hippo.
Right.
I can go into the water. You cannot. Okay. Have you ever seen a hippo run in the water? They're really fast, you know, and they can outrun lions.
I have, yeah.
I'm one of those people that learned very late the fun fact, or not fun fact, but like that hippos are extremely dangerous. Like,
yeah,
they are. They're extremely dangerous.
They are very dangerous.
Yeah.
They're also herbivores though, so they're not eating any antelopes.
But they attack.
So
they attack.
Oh, okay, they attack. All bark, no bite. I get it, and that is Alonso in a nutshell. I get it. I do get it. I do get it.
You know, with bears, Americans will know this.
I think in
Americans will know this, but with bears, basically, they. Are you scratching your head because you're confused? Okay. With bears,
I am confused, but carry on, please.
Okay. With brown bears, when you see a brown bear, you're supposed to lie down. With white bears, polar bears, basically, you accept defeat. You basically accept death. And with black bears, you are told to run, but you can't outrun a black bear. So maybe that's just a better way of describing the F1 season.
So, who's the bear in this situation?
Which of the bears? Who is?
Yeah,
which
who's
of the
like
bears?
which bear is who? Which driver? Either one. Either one. So who would be like
each bear?
Yeah.
And who's Goldilocks?
Okay, so Goldilocks is the likes of Pierre Gasly, Kevin Magnussen, Yuki Tsunoda, possibly Albon and Logan, and Carlos Sainz.
Okay.
Don't ask me about that. Yeah. And then the complete white bears that you just do not want to be anywhere near is the likes of Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez, Charles, Lewis. I would say Alonso, because we know Alonso's a madman. Nico Hulkenberg, potentially. Yeah. I'd say the bear that you might actually be able to outrun, which is the brown bears, where you lay down and maybe they might just get a bit distracted. It's Charles, actually, because Charles a bit of a, the brown bears are a bit slow, So I feel like Charles would be the brown bear that maybe you might be able to get away with, like, not losing a limb, because you can use mind distractions. Thank you.
No, that's fine. Thank you for that. And that's what people come here for. Because where are you going to hear that? Where are you going to hear like F1 drivers compared to bears so succinctly and so accurately? Let us know in the comments which bear is which driver. Do you agree with Tandy? I don't think I've got any notes on that at all, to be honest.
I got two situations for you, Nyasha. Tell me what happens if the season starts and Gasly is killing Ocon, and what happens if the inverse starts happening instead?
Well, I think at the end of the day, both of them are fighting for their life. So much like the antelope in the water, with the hippo chasing him. Mm-hmm. So I think. Do you know what it is? I think if Ocon starts beating Gasly, I think we're going to see whether Gasly has the mental strength to overcome difficult situations, because we didn't see that at Red Bull. Whereas like Esteban has had to fight for his seat. He was out of the sport, and then he came back, and then it wasn't sure whether he was going to get a new contract at Alpine, and he got that contract mid-season. He seems to have gone from strength to strength since then. So for me, I think Ocon will be able to take it better than Gasly, because Ocon's quite secure in his seat, whereas Gasly, he's got the big money move. He's supposed to be breaking out on his own now, and I do wonder if he's going to be able to turn around a bad situation. But some mates say, getting dropped from Red Bull and then going to AlphaTauri and then doing what he did there, that is a bad situation in itself that they've overcome. So I think for me, I would say that I'm pretty confident that either will, make the best of it, but I think Ocon will handle it better. Yeah. What about you?
I agree.
Yeah?
I think because Gasly has that extra pressure of you're in a new team, you're in a constructor now, like in a never mind. But like he's in the spotlight is on him a lot more.
Yeah.
Now because he's on this team, and I'm sure he wants to be the leader. He won't say it, but I'm sure he wants to.
Right, exactly. And look, they've both been acting very pally-pally. Oh, we love each other. We used to grow up with each other. And we'll see whether that actually comes true. But also, word to Tandy, like, You know who Lance Stroll's like? Lance Stroll's like that bubblegum girl in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory whose dad was just buying... Was that a bubblegum? No, it wasn't a bubblegum girl. It was one I was like, the spoilt one. I was just like, dad would just buy her anything and anything and anything. Thank you very much, Veruca Salt. Daddy, buy me this Chocolate Factory or whatever. And, you know, that is Lance Stroll. But you know what? Not too much on Lance. He's just come back from a broken wrist without an armor spit. So I think for Lance... He's obviously dedicated enough to come back without, with a serious injury, and so let's not make fun of Lance too much. But it will be interesting to see. Quick fire, your answers. So who's going to have a better relationship at the end, Alonso or Stroll or Gasly and Ocon? Mario,
Alonso and Stroll, because Lawrence pays for Alonso's check.
Fair play, hasn't stopped him fucking up before. And Tandy.
Alonso and Stroll.
Okay, I'm gonna go with better relationship. I mean, he just cannot really I'm so interested in seeing what happens when Lance sticks it on him, same way he done Vettel. But we will see. Okay, look, quick fire, guys. I want to just know your thoughts. Okay, quick fire. Who is going to be the donkey of the season? Who's going to have the worst performance relative to their car, relative to their talent, relative to their expectations? Mario, I'm going to go with you first.
We just talked about the Alpine situation. You want a quick answer? I'm going to give you a quick answer, but it's going to be a technically not answer. I think the most potential for donkey of the season is each driver who has a rookie as a partner now. So that's Alex Albon, Lando, and Yuki. I think those three are the highest potential for donkey.
Albon.
Sadly, yes, because Albon is... Remember who we were comparing Albon to? And Albon, I have nothing against Albon at all, but remember who his teammate was. So this is the first time that, mess around and Logan starts consistently beating him or something like that. And I think the same thing about Lando and Yuki. It depends. If either of those rookies do really well, it makes the driver look really bad. The other driver really bad, I think.
I really admire your faith in Logan Sargent.
I don't have that much faith in Logan Sargent. I'm just saying that each of them have potential to look bad. I'm gonna say
that's true. No, you know what? They are big banana skins, right? You cannot come in and have a rookie beat you. And like we said with Yuki,
that's a great way to say it.
Do you know what I mean? It is career ending. So yeah. Although I like that answer, I need one driver.
Okay. It's going to be... I tried my best not to say this during the podcast, but it's going to be Yuki. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy. I tried my best not to say it, guys. I'm sorry.
Hey, it had to be him. That's crazy.
I'm so sorry.
What a shame. Tandy! Sorry, Tandy.
Kevin Magnussen.
Can I ask you what your beef with Magnussen is? Honestly, you have not warmed to this guy at all since he came back to the sport. Even when he got his pole position last year,
that was nice to see.
There was not a dry eye in the house in the F1 paddock, other than under your face. People were sheltering under your face in the Brazil rain because not a tear fell from your face. What is your problem with Kevin Magnussen?
I just don't get the hype.
Do you think that he is maybe a driver who is rated higher than the kind of love and affection that he's shown?
Yeah. I think you guys liked him when he was there, and now he's come back. I'm never really here for when drivers come back, I mean, Kevin Magnussen's still yet to show me what's so magnificent about this Magnussen person. I think now that he's got Nico Hulkenberg. We're actually going to see who's actually the main Haas driver. I'm 100% on Hulkenberg's side. So that's my...
I need to say something really quickly about
after
Nico.
you, Marriott.
Because I have no, like, I'm bringing some nerd stuff into this, and I have nowhere else to say this, but this is a good point to just say these two things. Nico is very important to come back this season because he is just currently number 2 in most races without ever winning. So he's coming for that number 1 spot. And the other thing that he's up to is that he's padding his stats. Like Lewis Hamilton, for example, most wins ever this season, padding that stat, right? That's all he's doing. Nico, he is padding his stats too, except it's most races without a podium, which he is number 1 at and will only get better at. Okay, that's all.
There you go. Mario just said your choice of driver is a whole pack of mid. Smoking on that Hulkenberg pack. Oh, gosh. No, like, all I'm going to say is this, right? I don't understand how you can hate on one mid-blonde driver coming back to the grid and then be like, oh, my God, there's this other mid-blonde driver that's going to absolutely dust it. Like, I just don't understand it. But what I will say is Magnussen, Schumacher, and Hulkenberg are like the epitome of like white pretty privilege. Like, not even Magnussen, to be fair, but I just don't understand how like people can fail upwards. Like Mick Schumacher failed and he's landed in Mercedes, and I've seen him more than I've seen Mick Schumacher more than I've seen my family. I don't understand.
He's dying to say all this shit.
He's everywhere I look. He's there.
Yeah.
I've not had a podcast for weeks.
Let him cook.
Oh, sorry. See, Tandy likes those blue eyes. I get it. Don't worry about it. Dr. Uma will deal with you. But I just like, where are all these? I just understand. Nico Hulkenberg's come back. He's been gone for 3 years. 3 years. Do you know, I'm a completely different person to the guy I was 3 years ago.
True.
I can't even tell you who that person was. Nico Hulkenberg. I just don't understand how he's come back, and we're all supposed to be really happy about it. I'm not happy about it. Anyway, and I guess I feel the same way about Hulkenberg, how you feel about Magnussen, basically. And I just
So this isn't Hulkenberg's season then. This isn't his return. This isn't going to be his Drive to Survive next season. Not so much about Hulkenberg.
If I could go through a Drive to Survive season without having to fucking see Haas, I would love it. That would be like the pinnacle of cinema for me. That would be like watching The Goodfellas and The Wire and Breaking Bad. If they all met and just meshed and made a series, that's what Drive to Survive would be without Haas in it. I'm tired of seeing them. I can't believe I have to watch a team who are at the back of the grid for like 5 hours worth of fucking TV. It's ridiculous. Anyway, my choice for Donkey of the was it Donkey of the season? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Donkey of the season. My donkey of the season is going to be. I was going to say Logan Sargent, but I don't want to choose a rookie. So I'm going to say. Who is about. Oh! I'm going to say Sergio Perez. Sorry, Marriott. I want to say Sergio Perez. I think Sergio Perez has already lost the mind battles with Max Verstappen. He's already talking about, if Max doesn't help, then I won't help. Teamwork this, teamwork that. And I just think he knows he's on a hiding to nothing. And Nick De Vries is there in AlphaTauri, ready to come in if he doesn't do well. Daniel Ricciardo's there, like, please,
both
sir,
of them
can
are
I have
Dodge.
some more? Yeah, do you mean we could have some double Dutch up in Red Bull? So I just think, for me, if Sergio Perez has a season like he had in 21, where he was like clearly the 6th best driver out of, it's clearly the 6th. No, was it 21? No, 20. How long has he been there? I can't remember. But anyway, there was times where he was like qualifying 5th, 6th, right? And he can't do that in this car. And hopefully, he doesn't. But I just think, what's that?
Nothing. I said, is he not been here for 4 years?
No, he's only been he started Red Bull last. What's this? We're in 23 now. He started at Red Bull in 2021. So this is going to be his 3rd season at the team. So yeah, in 21 he was not great, and I think if he has a season like that again, and he can't bank on holding up Lewis Hamilton to kind of stat pad his season, then it could be tight for him. And that seat is precarious, and he was always a stopgap. Really, he was never really there. They couldn't bring through any youth prospects. They've now got one in Nick there, and obviously Daniel Ricciardo waiting in the wings. So yeah, I think Perez could be the donkey of the season. Those are my thoughts. Mario, any rebuttal?
On Sergio, he's been getting better every year. So ever since Racing Point, not almost. He's literally increased his score his points every year, and I don't think he can increase them any more than he did last year. He'll either do similarly than last year, or there's a fall off. Let me ask you this: do you think gut feeling? Do you think the Danny Rick hire in any way had a little bit of like poke at Checo, just like look behind you? I hadn't even considered, like you said, Nick De Vries.
I prefer not to speak.
It's pressure from both sides, but is Danny Rick really pressure?
Tandy, you're not gonna say nothing. You're not on it. Not on it, no.
No.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Crazy. I'll say I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of them, bro. You can't scare me out of my position. You think I'm scared of a bunch of faceless teenagers? I'm okay. He's washed. Anyway, do I think that it was to poke Checo?
A little bit, or any?
I think it's purely marketing. I think it's purely, we're gonna be in America, 3 races. We can get this guy out. He can be like, and then send him. He's not even in the sim. He's not even in the sim.
Why was he on Jimmy Kimmel the other day and calling himself a driver though? I
saw that, and he was like, "Drive to Survive helped America," and that's what they're doing. Like he's almost an F1 ambassador at this point. Like,
which is great. It's fine.
Which is good for him, and I think he's. Like I said last season, the sport is worse off for him, but also sometimes sports move on from people, right? Like we've moved on from people who have been big personalities in the sport in the past, and that's just what happens. So yeah, unfortunately. Right, big ones, last 2. Who is going to be the constructors champion? Tandy. You are on mute.
A Red Bull.
Take your mic off mute, please.
I read her lips. I knew
I read the lips. I was like, say it with your chest. Say it with your chest if you're going to say it. Say it on mute now. Oh, no. What am I going to... I think I'm just going to bring... Oh, my God. I can't believe it.
What do you guys want me to do? Again. I just don't want to come to a point when I'm in December and I'm looking back at this footage and I'm wrong and strong, okay? So let me just say it.
Red Bull. Okay. All right. Fair play. Okay. No, I hear it. Mario, and then any advance on Constructors Champion?
Personally, I'm outraged that you would pick Red Bull over Mercedes or Ferrari. Like, I cannot... I also pick Red Bull. Yes. I don't want to be embarrassed. You know, I didn't even think about future Mario. Like, I didn't even consider future Mario until Tandy said it. So yeah, it's Red Bull. It is what it is. Like, let me say, I'm never getting invited on the podcast again. I said the Yuki thing and now the Red Bull thing. I guess this is my one and done.
That's fine. I'm trying to think of people who've said outrageous things on here before, but I think everyone is actually scared to say things. No one wants to say anything nice about Red Bull on this podcast, and that's fine. There's nothing nice to say. So, look, Red Bull are gonna win the constructor championship. Look, let me put it to you this way. Do you think that Mercedes will improve on their position last year, Tandy?
Yeah, 100%. I'd hope so, because we stripped off the paint. You know, when you go into work as a black person and you're putting on this English accent, let it go. Strip off the paint, and you'll enjoy your work experience so much more. They'll start including you in the diversity and inclusion programs. They'll ask you to, you'll do the Black History speech. They might consider you for Women's Month, Black women and stuff. Strip off the coonness and come back to keep it on the black stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, nice. They tried to get me to do diversity stuff at work. I said, no thanks, not for me. Mario, do you think Mercedes will improve?
I do, absolutely. I do.
Yeah.
Nyasha, do you think Toto Wolff is in trouble if they don't improve?
Oof. Let me tell you.
And do you think
not with Susie? Not with Susie running the joint
as well.
Not with Susie running the joint. Don't worry about that one, darling.
I think I think George is going to do similarly to last year. I think Lewis is going to do better, so I think Mercedes is going to get better. But what if it doesn't, Nyasha?
Let me tell you now. Every time I think about the Mercedes doing bad, I'm just like, time is slipping away from me. I can't spend another season. I cannot spend another season sat here at this desk in front of this microphone talking about
Mario,
how bad Mercedes are.
No offense, but if Mercedes don't do well this season, you won't have a job.
You don't understand.
I'm trying to do the math for that.
Let me tell you, there's a lot of people that are like, if Lewis goes, I'm gone. And let me tell you, if those people go, we're gone. Okay? No. Tandy's gone. Tandy's like, you know what? I took it serious for a year. Mercedes can't even be serious. I'm not going to bother being serious. The fucking show's done. Okay? This whole thing is going to implode from the top. And I'm going to be sat here on my own. You know, like in Spider-Man, and you've got the guy from is it the Daily Bugle?
Yeah. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, I'm just going to be Jonah Jameson on my own with the green screen, making content in my mum's basement, selling conspiracy theories. They have to sort their shit out, bro. I cannot do it. I'm 34.
What is sorting it out? What is sorting it out? What are you satisfied with? What would you be satisfied with?
I think for me, if we're going to be serious, what I don't like is this whole... One, we've only seen testing. But two, I think, the biggest issue last season was the porpoising, right? And because we had the porpoising, there was no way that we could set up the car. We had no stability in setups. We had Lewis doing absolute mad scientist stuff with the setups. We had George, I don't know what judge that he was banging last season, but the way the fucking safety cars just parted like Moses for my man was incredible. But he was doing that. So we weren't able to actually develop a car. We're almost like half a year behind. So when we started developing this year's car, everyone else had 6-7 months knowledge on their car. We only just started to understand the car around Zandvoort, Brazil, right? So I just think that improvement is us being able to develop a car over the course of the season and to see us get stronger and stronger and stronger. And I'd like to think, we were strong in Spain last year. I'd like to.
I was gonna say, didn't the season end with like a really good result? Or
yeah,
close
Brazil,
to the end of the
there was a 1-2.
A 1-2, right? Yeah.
But yeah, in Spain, if Lewis Hamilton didn't get tagged by Kevin Magnussen, then he was quick enough potentially to go and win the race or at least get a podium. George Russell kept Max behind for those laps. The car was quick.
Yeah.
So maybe if we're looking at Spain, and whatever upgrades we bring for Baku, I think they're saying, if the car can be fighting for wins and we're at the front and we can have fun and Lewis can have fun and we can, be a serious team, I think that's progress for me. I think if no progress is, even with a stable car and even with a car that we know how to use it, it's just fundamentally slow. And I think if we have another season like last season, then obviously, Toto's got to face questions, hasn't he?
Cannot do worse than last season.
Can't do worse, but
can't do worse.
There's some people who are saying Aston Martin are going to be quicker this season, Alpine potentially as well. So I think if another car gets in between Mercedes and Ferrari, it's a bit peak for man. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think the chances of that happening by the end of the season are fucking zero. And let me tell you, let me look into the camera right now. And some of you at home, your pundits on Sky Sports, your pundits at the race, some of your armchair pundits at home who are willing, praying for Aston Martin to be better than Mercedes. And let me tell you now, the way you've been running your mouths, if that green horse, that green car is not quicker than Mercedes, come circa 4 p.m. on Saturday afternoon GMT.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you, the crowd I'm throwing your way is going to be incredible. You're going to drown in it, suffocate in it, choke on it. That's what I've got to say. Tandy, Mercedes.
Beautiful Garms. I love Mercedes. I want them to do well. Will I still be here? Will I still be here in, as you said, Nyasha, you're 34. I'm turning 30 soon, lads. It's got to be a point where there's a cut-off point. Do you mean? Yeah.
There's a point where there's a quite
I don't
in
do well
Moneyball
in
where there's
losing.
like, you don't do well in losing. No, that's true.
And then she picks
No.
Kevin Magnussen.
All right, Mario. All right.
Right. Okay. Look, I will say, yeah, we all get told one day that we're not going to be able to play the kids' game, and this is the kids' game. And if Mercedes keep losing, I'm going to have to get a real job. I'm going to have to become a corporate
Yeah.
whore, wear suits to work every day. There's no green
Yeah.
screens at work. Let me tell you that for sure. No wigs. Can't do that. So,
Yeah.
Mercedes, sort it out, please. But I'm confident. I think Mercedes will be, by the end of the season, a race-winning team and challenging. And then 2024, I think, with a new contract in Lewis's pocket, a race in South Africa, even just the thought of all the baddies he can get in South Africa will spur him on to a championship. Well, trust me, I've been there. I've seen them. Incredible. So, last prediction. Who is going to be Drivers' Champion 2023?
Oh, I wish you hadn't asked this, man.
We have to ask it. I have to ask it. So
I'm going to put myself on mute.
I'm just gonna. Okay. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick.
She's gonna say it. She's gonna say it. She's gonna say it.
Look at Yasha's eyes. Look at Yasha's face.
She's gonna say it.
Liz Hamilton.
let's go. Let's go. That's what we do around here. That's what we do around here. You think we're fucking around?
It's the delusion for me. It's the delusion. It's the delusion.
That man's name will never come out of my mouth. I don't care if he's 100 points up with one race to go. Lewis Hamilton, 2023 champion. Are you dumb? Come on. Are you dumb? No, but fair play. No, yeah. Lewis Hamilton. You reckon Lewis is going to do it?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's Lewis Hamilton.
Don't piss me off. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Mario. No, I'm sorry. You can't. There's no passing. No passing. Can I get a world champion prediction, please?
What was the question?
Who is going to win the World Drivers' Championship 2023 F1?
The constructor.
No,
the constructor?
No, the driver, singular, one person.
Like, who's gonna get
Driver.
first place?
Mario, I'm gonna.
I know.
Mario.
I'm just stalling.
Mario.
It's Lewis Hamilton. Like, this is number 8, and the next one's gonna be number 9 next year, and then he's gonna retire, and then he's gonna become the president of Mercedes, and all his fits are gonna be out of control.
I enjoyed that answer, other than Lewis retiring at the end. Please don't. Again, you don't understand.
To become president.
No, even if he's president, the foundations of this business are on shaky grounds right now. Okay, we need at least another 2 years of Lewis in the sport.
Okay,
for us to be able
for sure.
So
for sure.
you know, for you to have a job as well. So
okay, that's fine.
You would hope that your prediction doesn't come true for your own job prospects. To be honest.
Just the retirement part. Everything
else. Oh, look,
okay. Making sure.
Everything else. Don't worry about that. With Lewis Hamilton for champion. Look, all three of us have chosen Lewis. Guys, what do you think at home? Let us know in the comments. And thank you for watching this. We're back. Had to brush off a few cobwebs, but we got there in the end. I could feel the chemistry back. Oh man, this shit is... I can't believe you were doing this every week. This is hard work. But it's all worth it for you guys at home. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mario! Thank you for being an amazing guest.
Thank you guys for welcoming me. Thank you so much.
You know what? Yeah, I'm actually going to say, we're going to do some kind... Oh, God, I forgot. F1 Fantasy League. We have an F1 Fantasy League. We're setting up an F1 Fantasy League. You lot asked for it. We're setting up an F1 Fantasy League. Make a team. Join our league. We're going to do prizes like Quickstop F1 gift cards for top 3 places. So there's going to be a gift card for first, gift card for second, gift card for third. Obviously, that will be decided at the end of the season in November.
It'll all be Red Bull merch.
It will not be Red Bull merch. We do not sell anything Red Bull affiliated. So, but it will be. And look, by the time the end of the season comes out as well, you will have a choice of so much sick merch, including whatever's going to be coming out around Christmas, which I'm sure is going to be incredible. So join the F1 Fantasy League. The deadline for that is literally Sunday, so if you're listening to this after Sunday, it's too late. So can you join F1 Fantasy Leagues after? I don't know if you can. Anyway, join our league. We'll figure it out. Let us know. But Mario, where can people find you online?
Mostly on Instagram and Twitter at Mario_APM.
We're trying to get Mario to, 500? Should we say 500?
1 million.
Okay, we're trying to get Mario to 1 million.
500's nice. 500's nice.
Yeah.
500's
Trying to get Mario to 500, guys. So make sure you follow him. He's an incredible photographer and an incredible person. So thank you so much, Mario, for being a great guest. Our first guest of 2023. Although Trayvon was on... But that was recorded last year, so. Tandy.
Yar.
How are you feeling about you happy now? Ready to go?
Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, I think once send positive vibes all around in it. Like, I think we all just stick together. But just make sure you follow me on TikTok.
Follow Tandy Spanner on TikTok. Follow her on Instagram. Follow her on Twitter. Follow her on all of her personal social media pages. Really important that you do that, please. I'm such a hater. So,
What a hater.
Let her live.
Yeah. But no, please follow her because she's going to be making some incredible content, and you're going to see us building out this Quickstop F1 world, and that's the plan. And we're going to be asking some of you guys to come and help us make content. If you want to write, let us know. If you want to make content, let us know. Maybe not the content side, just the writing. Let us know. We'll be back every Tuesday is when the podcast comes out. So we'll be back every Tuesday. So we'll be back for the Bahrain race review. Make sure you tune into that. Make sure if you're watching, please give us a follow, like, subscribe, Quickstop F1 on everything. And no matter what life throws at you guys, keep it on the bomber. Black stuff. Take care. Goodbye.
Look, mate, if you've got this far, clearly you like what we do. So here's a link to subscribe to the Quickstop F1 family. Give that a click. And here's another link to some more cool on our channel. Sorry, cool stuff. And remember, no matter what happens, keep it on the black stuff. Click the stuff. Click the links. Click the links. Click the links. There. They're there.